In a kingdom called Arendelle, under skies so blue, two princesses lived and both hearts were true. Elsa, the elder with powers unknown, could summon up magic and ice on her own. Anna, her sister with freckles and cheer, was brave and bold and held family dear. They'd play in the ballroom, laughing with glee, till one icy moment changed history. Elsa, while playing, cast magic too wild, and accidentally injured the sweet younger child. Their parents rushed in with worry and fright, to trolls in the forest by shimmering light. The trolls healed young Anna, her memories gone, of Elsa's cool magic though the bond lingered on. Keep it a secret, the wise leader warned. So Elsa wore gloves, stayed hidden and mourned. Time passed quickly, the girls grew apart. Elsa in silence, with fear in her heart. Their parents were lost in a storm on the sea, leaving the sisters alone, just them two to be. Years later came Elsa's coronation day. The gates opened wide in a grand royal way. Anna felt hopeful, excited to see the people, the music, and love that could be. She met Prince Hans with a smile and a spin, and after some dancing her heart gave in. "We're getting married," Anna declared. But Elsa grew cold, shocked and scared. "You can't marry someone you just met." She turned away with a heart full of regret. Anna pushed harder, a storm grew inside. Elsa's powers exploded, no longer could hide. She ran from the kingdom, over mountain and stone, to build an ice palace alone and unknown. "Let it go," she sang in a dazzling swirl, creating her castle, a radiant pearl. Anna was worried and took to the snow, to bring back her sister, love in tow. She met Kristoff, a rugged ice guy, with a reindeer named Sven and a twinkle in eye. They journeyed through snowstorms, faced wolves in the dark, then met a snowman who glowed like a spark. "I'm Olaf," he grinned. "I love warm hugs." He waddled with joy despite freezing slugs. Up to the mountains they ventured with might, to Elsa's new castle, glowing pure white. Anna called softly, "Come home, please do." But Elsa cried, "I'm too dangerous for you." In panic and fear she cast out her hand, and struck Anna's heart like a frozen strand. "Leave me alone," Elsa sadly said. So down the ice mountain the group swiftly fled. Kristoff saw something, Anna looked pale. Her heart was freezing like a ghostly veil. "Only an act of true love can break the spell," said the trolls as they danced in a musical swell. They rushed her to Hans for a true love's kiss. But Hans had a plan that went something like this. "I just want the throne," he said with a sneer, and left Anna to freeze, her end drawing near. But Olaf arrived with a blanket and smile. "I'd melt for you," he said all the while. Outside a storm raged, Elsa was caught by soldiers and sorrow her freedom was not. Then Anna saw Hans raise his blade high, to strike at her sister who began to cry. With her last breath Anna leapt in the way, and turned into ice on that snowy day. Elsa fell down and hugged her so tight, tears streaming down in the frozen night. "I love you, Anna," she sobbed in despair, and love filled the air, a magical flare. Anna unfroze, her heart beat anew, for true love is sacrifice, real and true. Elsa now knew, love was the key, to control her powers, to finally be free. She ended the winter, brought back the spring, and joy to the kingdom, what a wondrous thing. Anna punched Hans, a satisfying bop, and Kristoff got kisses that wouldn't stop. Elsa was queen with a laugh and a swell, Anna her sister, her bright shining pearl. The gates stayed open with music and fun, a story of love that had only begun. And Olaf? He got his own little cloud. To keep him from melting, he danced and he bowed. He said with a smile, "This is what dreams are made of. A family of laughter, magic, and love." In a tall city tower not far from the park lived Max, a small terrier, lively not bark. He loved Katy dearly, his human, his son. When she went out each day, the fun had begun. He'd wait at the door with a paw in the air, then bounce on the couch or snooze on a chair. But Max wasn't lonely, oh no, not a chance. Because once Katy left, all the pets got to dance. The city was full of four-legged friends, with wagging and chirping that never quite ends. Gidget the puffball watched Max with a swoon. She dreamed of a picnic beneath the full moon. Chloe the cat, lazy, sleek, and aloof, would knock things down from the table and roof. Mel the pug barked at squirrels on trees, while Sweet Pea the budgie zoomed on the breeze. But one summer morning Max's world flipped, when Katy brought home a dog that was equipped. Duke was enormous, a shaggy brown brute, with paws like small pillows and breath that could hoot. Max growled and grumbled, "This isn't your home." Duke stomped and snorted and chewed a big bone. Their rivalry sparked with glares and with growls. They tripped over bowls and knocked over towels. Out on a walk with the dog walker's crew, a twist of the leash and away they both flew. Into the city with colors now gone, lost in a world with no owner, alone. Soon they were chased by a crew without charm, animal control with nets and with arms. But help came at once in a sewer so deep, where creatures and critters would crawl and would creep. A bunny named Snowball, wild-eyed and bold, had plans that were sneaky, rebellious, cold. He led the flushed pets, abandoned and mad, a gang of wild creatures, some scary, some sad. Snowball liked Max and Duke at first glance, but when he found out they'd had a soft stance, he shouted and screamed, "You don't belong here!" and launched all his pets in a full bunny cheer. Max and Duke bolted up ladders and pipes, through tunnels with bats and manholes and stripes. They dashed through a market and right past a zoo, while a crocodile blinked and said, "Who are you?" Meanwhile, Gidget had noticed Max gone. She puffed up with courage from dusk until dawn. She formed a brave crew, a feisty pet squad, with Buddy and Tiberius, a hawk who was odd. They searched every borough, each alley and bin. They questioned old alley cats, thin and with grin. Gidget kicked butt in a battle downtown, and wore a pink bow like a queen with a crown. Back in the sewers, things went from bad to worse. Duke shared his past, a tale that was terse. He once had a home with an old man so kind, but one day he wandered and got left behind. Max felt a tug, a change in his soul. This wasn't about being top dog or control. They teamed up at last, no more bitter feud. A pair of lost pups with hearts newly glued. Snowball and crew still gave quite the chase, through subways and rooftops, oh what a race! Max and Duke flew on a runaway van, while Gidget was tracking them all with her clan. A bus smashed through traffic, the pets held on tight. They bounced through the city in the pale morning light. Snowball, betrayed by a fall into slime, was saved by Max, right in the nick of time. Touched by the gesture, the bunny stepped back. "No one's ever saved me," he said with a crack. So with truce now declared and peace in the air, they raced to their homes without more despair. Katy came home and hugged her two boys, while Gidget just smiled and chewed squeaky toys. Max learned that sharing a home can be great, with friends and with kibble and a shared dinner plate. And the city went on with its hums and its horns, with cats on the windows and dogs chasing thorns. The pets lived their lives with mischief and glee, from sunrise to moonlight, from rooftops to tree. So if you've a pet and you're heading out soon, just know they've got plans by the light of the moon. A world full of secrets and wild pet schemes, of loyalty, friendship, and barking in teams.